Love beer and magic? Want to have a few and still make those big brain plays? Now you can. Athletic Brewing offers high-quality, non-alcoholic craft beers. From IPAs to stouts, they've got you covered. Head over to athleticbrewing.com and use code BTC25 for 25% off your first order. Hello and welcome to Brew Tap Cast. I am Tap here for today's episode of the Jank Tank. In this episode, we will go through a deck we're calling Torbran the Fiery Hazard. This is a big red burn deck. So traditionally, burn is not necessarily the most meta-grabbing deck kind of thing there is, but this should be fun. I'm looking forward to playing it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's a big red burn, so Fiery Emancipation and Torbran are basically these two cards that you can use to just sort of, stoke up your burn spells. Try to make them a little bit more powerful, whether it's going to go face or plow things out of the way so you can get in with some of your creatures. So by adding 2 to every red source, you're just doing a lot of extra damage with a shock. Shock turns into better than a lightning bolt, better than a lightning helix minus the life gain. And then if you have something like Fiery Emancipation on the board, it just becomes kind of bananas. A single shock is 4 times 3, which is 12. So that's pretty nice. That's not the easiest necessarily combo you can do, but it's a possibility. So really, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to not really ramp into Torbran or Fiery Emancipation, but we do have a couple copies of Ironcrag Feet if we do want to try on turn 4 to get something down early, a Fiery Emancipation early, or if we really need something like Brash Taunter. Try to get those down so we can maybe block up the field or something like that. There's definitely a lot of things, a lot of play patterns for this deck that maybe you wouldn't think of in a normal burn deck, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So there's a couple ways you can win the game. It's just through creature damage, like things with Bone Crusher Giant attacking, Tectonic Giant attacking, Torbran attacking, Brash Taunter blocking and fighting and things like that. And then, of course, just fill it out with burn spells. But you can also use Brash Taunter as your end game as well. So if you have Fire Emancipation on board and something hits him, that's going to get tripled going back to the opponent. So it's pretty nice combination there. You can actually, if you have, it's just big and brutal. So that's like a kind of the sneaker thing. You can even do that at your own pace if you want to be able to fight something and cause that to happen. So it's a pretty nice situation. Definitely like the Tectonic Giant, that being able to pitch in for some quick damage too if you have Emancipation, or Torbran that just is a 5 damage or a 9 damage to the face, which is really nice. Or you get a little bit of card advantage in there as well. We also have a couple copies of Chandra Heart of Fire, just to, if we need to ditch our hand or something, or we need something that's going to do a couple pieces of damage, or if we really want to finish the game, if we get it up to -9, just go grab all the cheap burn spells out of our deck and cast them all at face. So to note, there is only a single spell that can't go to the face, that is Flame Spill. This is mostly just because it's a pretty useful spell at instant speed. It gets a lot of creatures out of the way. It can kill a lot of the threats these days, and it can be used as like hitting an Edgewall Innkeeper with this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Yes, ordinarily like a Slaying Fire would be bad, just doing 4 damage to a 1/1, but this spills over with your spell trample. So I'm really looking forward to this. I like it. Big red burn, Torbran, Fiery Hazard. Let's get into the games. Cloudimer. I don't think I want to keep this. I would have rather kept the other one, but going down an extra set of cards is going to be bad, so let's hope that we draw into maybe some Stompage. Something like that. Who knows? Shatter Skull Smashing. Nah, Mountain's not fun. Cobalt Passage for our opponent. Are we playing against Rakdos Midrange? Ooh, no, we're not playing against Gruul. I think we're gonna actually pass this. We have a Stomp to the face if we don't want to, or we can kill something, most likely anything that they can play right now. I guess if they play a land and play a 5/5, we can't deal with that, but that's okay. Alright, so I play the 1/1. That'll get stomped. Another Fabled Passage. Very inferior land fetching device. They should easily be playing Evolving Wilds in this format. I mean, come now. Teamer. Hate the double Chandra. Hate the double Chandra. But she at least gets rid of herself. She can't get rid of herself. Gonna get a 5/5. Alright, Iron Crag feat for a big boy, maybe? So now I got some good blockage down. I don't see this list playing any, like... Well, I guess we could play him Bounce, but... Gross. Alright, so what are they going to get out of their Wishboard? I guess they might be getting Bounce. For the Taunter. That would be unfortunate. That's some pretty art. I didn't notice that they leave, or the tree... Oh, land. I feel you, man. I do. I feel you. I feel you. Alright, so we can play this, and then... just shoot them. No attacks. We'll save the Brash Taunter for blocking. So they must have a board wipe or something. I'm going to be looking for a second blue source with the Fabled Passage, so they do want to have a bounce, something like that. I don't know. I'm a little confused at what's going on here. Are they just not having clovers? Or are they trying to get an Omnath? Or I'm a little bit confused. And fuzzled. Innkeeper. Alright, well, I'm going to kill the Innkeeper next turn, so you better have something. Stomp? Stomp it. Oh, okay, or not. Interesting, interesting. I think we just want to play a Torbran here, right? I should have kept it up for a fight. That was stupid of me. But play a Torbran. I'm not really sure what they're getting at. Yeah, that was just terrible sequencing. I should have left up the Brash Taunter for a fight or a block at the end of the turn. That was just... Or play the Torbran first. That wasn't going to be the case, but... Alright, here comes an Omnath, I'm sure. Oh, no, they're going to go get something out of their board. Why did they tap, in a specific way? Mudcat melee to kill Torbran, probably. Okay. That's all you're doing, then. That's pretty good for me. So, there's Omnath. Gonna draw... Okay, so they got their Fabled Passage in hand to go off. What was that thing I just saw up there? Alright, gonna get the 4 life. Oh, they already got the 4 life. They're gonna get their 4 mana. Get an Innkeeper. Probably gonna cast some Adventurers, yep. Stomp or Bone Crusher Giant. We're just gonna get another Fae of Wishes out. Another Fae of Wishes. Hmm. All right, so if Chandra lives, well, we just gotta. If Chandra lives, I can't imagine we're not gonna win the game. But we'll see what else they do. I mean, they can drop her down so we can't ultimately go grab a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm not really sure what else they could have. Another Omnath, so that's fine. They have only 1 red mana, so they can do 4 damage. They can kill Torbran if they have a double stomp, and there's a double stomp. So if they play any powerful creatures, they lose. We could also probably just peel something good off the top of the library if they knock down the Chandra out of... Oh. If all they do is... Okay, so they're going in full bore.
Caught in the crossfire.
Well, let's just gotta see what we draw. Lay out the Bone Crushy Boy? No Bone Crushy Boy.
I'm what they call a free thinker.
Alright, man, that's gay. Interesting that we almost didn't have that, though. IDH Nag. Idnag. I wonder where people come up with these names. I'm sure that means something to somebody, but... Idnag? Inig? I don't know. When it goes first... Seems pretty good. We draw 1 land and we have our entire hand on. We play the Spikefield Hazard as a land, we have our entire hand on. I think I'm going to risk it and probably, depending on what we draw and what our opponent does, probably just leave it on the mountain. Mardu. I'm gonna play it safe, and we're gonna hold this up. Maybe if they're playing a night thing or something with little 1/1 dirtles, we'll keep that. And there's another land anyways. Let's go ahead and let it go. Pass it back to our opponent. Opponent's gonna scry. Opponent's gonna scry. 1 page. Scry on the upkeep. Looking for a land, maybe. Swamp. Mire Triton. Mire Triton Croxa. Might as well just use this up, keep the Spikefield Hazard for later. We'll cast him next turn. Draw a card. Alright, so hopefully they can't interact with us and we can just slam Torbran here and then deal 6. Uh-oh. They may have, like, Heartless Act or something like that. Not yet, anyways. Stomp to the face, okay. So maybe we'd like to see us have Torbran survive. We can Spikefield Hazard the Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. That's not too bad. It's gonna still, if they want to extinction event something, they have to pay full value. I think we Spike Field Hazard that thing, so it doesn't go to the graveyard. I think we may have the win here. We do 9. Yeah, this is game. Deal 9 to the face. And you can't block both. Lifelink. We're doing 9. Yeah, that's game. Oh, maybe not. I didn't even think about that. 9 to the face. They go to 12. They take 9. Oh, dang. They're not dead. Oof. All right, well. Spike Field Hazard next turn kills them unless they gain life. I didn't see that. Oh, those onboard tricks. Those onboard tricks. Still couldn't do it. Couldn't come back. Couldn't come back. Oof. That's all I gotta say is oof. Maquillion. You go first. No information from our opponent, so we'll probably lead with okay. So maybe it would have been better to lead with our Spike Field. I'm always concerned about doing that. I guess because we have the turn 2 stomp, it's probably okay to just do that. Let's just stomp face. Never punished. Or do we want to get to 4? Like, if we really want to get there, maybe we want to have a threat. We still have a 3-mana play next turn if we want to. So let's go ahead and bring out the Bone Crusher Giant. If we want to Spike Field Hazard next turn as a land, we can if we don't draw anything. So they might be playing Rogi, Majogi. Okay. Well, I have just enough. Kill that. And we will. Definitely going to play this as a land. Attack it for 4, pass the turn. We're out of burn that can kill. I guess I should have attacked first to see if they wanted to trade or to block. They wouldn't. I don't think that would even be a concern for them. Fabald Passage. For our opponent. Gonna go snag a mountain. Makes me think Crackling Drake, but that's not in this format anymore. Man. No one played that card for so long. Are they gonna put a card on the bottom? Zombie. I think they did. All right. Play our giant. Pass the turn. Really wish that was a land next this turn. We could have chained into Fiery Emancipation next turn and just went to town. 4 toughness is a lot. They're probably not playing Slaying Fire. Or Flame Spill. So I imagine that's not a single burn spell can take care of the giant. So that's been nice. I guess we can Chandra next turn. Regardless of if we draw land. Okay. Can't kill that outright. There's a land. Get it for damage. Maybe they block. They do. That's fine. We can Chandra to kill it. And now next turn, theoretically 8 damage on board, +2 or +3 is lethal, depending on our opponent's interaction abilities. Luckily, they can't kill the giant with... Well, I guess they could have a fire prophecy that could kill the giant. Draw land. Still not, like, totally lethal. Should be 6 if they kill that. If we draw land and they don't kill the giant, or have a counterspell. They're thinking, though. Looking at the giant, looking at that, looking at Chandra. There's the fire prophecy. All right. I think we just go for this, because that's 7. Yeah, let's just go for that. Rid of the face. Five, 6, 7. Is that lethal? That's lethal. Oh, unless they have some sort of instant speed shenanigans. Hopefully it's just an opt. Not a spell? Okay. All right. There we are. Look at that. Chandra for the win. It's not the first time. I love the flaming on that. That's pretty cool. I didn't see that before. Love it. Here we are. EJC88 is our opponent. We are on the draw with double Spike Field Hazard, Feat, and Giant. We're going to keep this. We have a shock. If we didn't have a shock, we probably wouldn't keep this. We will Spike Field Hazard turn 1 unless we see something. Otherwise, yeah, let's go ahead and make that a land. I love that sound effect. All those, like, little shards and stuff. We may just do this as a land. I know we have 5. That may have been a little bit greedy, but they didn't do anything. All right. Oh, that was awesome. That was so good. That was so good. Oh, I like our opponent. I really do like our opponent. That was funny. All right. Did we just shoot to the face? I don't think so. I think we want to get our crazy boy down. So let's get this down. Now, yes, they could play a little 1/1. They could do the beloved thing or whatever it's called. Oh, they're getting a big boy down, maybe. Okay, double Love Struck Beast. Gonna start chaining stuff together. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-wee! They're going to town. All right, so maybe it's not Brash Taunter next turn. Ooh, can't kill both of those easily. No blocks. Maybe we do just go Brash Taunter because we can block a bunch of stuff then. If we Chandra, we can't do anything. We only have... Maybe we do just have to very poorly kill things. I think this is the way we can do it. Let's go like this. This way we can shock the 1/1. Questing beast. That's gonna rip. I think we're getting outmatched here with the speed. Alright, so who is he fighting? The Lovestruck Beast. Alright, so they're gonna go to town. We're taking 10. Chandra's gonna almost die. They're gonna get a creature. We can't even kill the Slaying Fire, or can't even kill the Questing Beast with Slaying Fire. Yeah, we're doomed. Because Brash Taunter can't.
And a warm reception.
I guess we can Slaying Fire. And Royal Eruption plus Chandra. Oops, that was just a mistake. I cast the wrong one. Alright, so they play a 1-1, we die. They had it. Oh, well. They're gonna spam me, I'm gonna spam them. Alright, they won. I don't need to get pretty. You don't need to go off. I know what your deck does. It gets big, it gets large, and it goes to town. Alright, so even if we... So, playing those Spike Field... We did play those Spike Field Hazards. So, the Spike Field Hazards could have been more useful. Kept in hand. We were drawing lands well. But, you know, sometimes you just don't know what you're going to play against. Here we are with another match against... Space Unicorn. Space Unicorn. Alright. We go first. No information from our opponent. Yeah, let's keep. Play the mountains. Ooh, that's a pretty mountain. Ooh, piece of candy. Embereth. Oh, he gonna get stomped. Not loving the no lands coming off the top here. But, we'll see. Alright, holding up, stomp here. We'll see what they do, we'll see what we draw. Stomp. Looks like they may have a shock or something like that. Charger, okay. So, they may have some big, like, Ember Cleavey shenaniganery. Rubber the Rich still can have Ember Cleave online. No, they can't. Spike Field Hazard. Can't do that. They can't. They probably got burned. We're just going to let it go through. We don't want to lose our Torbran right now. Probably gonna... Nope, they don't shoot us there. Alright, so we could Fiery Emancipation. And that should be the game, right? Unless I can kill something. That should be enough to kill our opponent. Because they can block one? Unless they have some sort of weird flashy shenaniganery. Or enough to kill... That's fine. You're still... Oh, for some reason I thought they were gonna die. Triple damage. Alright, gonna steal a Fiery Emancipation themselves. Yikes. Alright, well, we should have this down, because we should be able to just Flame Spill. Alright, we can just Flame Spill. That's game. Alright, so they were more aggressive. We were bigger. We had the burn, and that worked out. Glad we got to play against Mono Red, though. Zerker. 08. Zerker 08. We're not going to keep this. Definitely not going to keep that. Alright, we're gonna mulligan this too. Alright, probably okay with that. Removal. I don't think I want to go Iron Crag either, because there's nothing in hand to actually do. Alright, so probably going against like that Rakdos mid-range sort of thing. Want to see some lands. Want to see those lands. Croc's probably going to dump a Flame Spill here.
I might spare your life.
What's it going up to? 5? Ooh, it's a toughie. Go the creature one.
I have no interest in fighting fair.
We gotta go with this. They probably can't kill it. Yuck. Alright, we'll take the damage. We're at 4 lands. That's when most of our deck turns on. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna lose it anyways. That was silly of me.
Well, that's a missed opportunity. I really don't care about your plans.
Now they're gonna get Croxa back. Oh, never mind.
You grow weak.
They're gonna make us discard, so they'll probably have some way to get something in their graveyard for 2 mana, or another Croxa. It seems good.
doing things my way.
Now they can Croxa. What can we do here? Another Brash Taunter. I think we're just dead, right? Because they attack, that's 3. Yeah.
I have no interest in fighting.
It just goes around. Oh well. It's Marty! What are we doing, Marty, huh? It's Marty. We're like, it's Smarty. Not gonna keep that. Don't like the 2 Fiery Emancipation. This seems okay. I think I'll be happy with this. Bone Crusher Giants are generally a pretty useful tool here. We don't have any information from our opponent. So I think we'll probably play... Spike Field Hazard here. Not really sure what's playing white right now. We're playing mono white. Okay, so they're blue white. All right, so this is maybe like a dance. Who knows what they're looking for? If they're looking for some black sources, maybe. So we're not really sure what's going to happen, but I think we'll end up probably just playing a mountain and passing the turn. Holding up our Stompy Boy. So they scribe one at the bottom, one at the top. Let's go ahead and pass it along. We have Ironcrag feed online, turn 4. So if we draw a Fire Emancipation, we can get that thing down. Feeling pretty good about that. Yes. Let's go for the stomp. They may have some... Nope, I don't have any sort of pump. So that's nice. Got that down. Let's get a Bone Crusher down and pass the turn. We have several ways to clear the way, or we can just Torbran if we feel as though that's a good thing for us to do. Alright, going to kill that and probably cast it. Depending on what else we draw, we can stomp that and then hold up some shockage. We just stomp now, so they can't do anything about it. And we're going to pass the turn. So double shock could very easily turn into some really good stuff later. There's definitely an argument for speed's sake that it would have been better to play the Bone Crusher Giant, but we did not do that. So let's play him now. May run into some counter spells or like an ECD coming towards us, but that doesn't matter that much. At least not yet. Alright, gonna Banishing Light the Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. All the shocks. Alright, well, Torbran is now our pretty good burn spells to the face. A lot of damage. I mean, we have lethal in hand if we were able to keep this. All right, Frogify, gonna be a 1/1. How come it's a? Oh, I thought it was a 0/1. Maybe that's that transmogrification or whatever. Scrying main phase. Interesting. All right, so we can have we have a 1 damage critter. I don't think we need to blow the Ironcrag feet on the Brash Taunter right now, so let's just go 3 damage to the face here, and then pass the turn. I do want to, you know, ready ourselves for maybe discarding our hand if we draw a Chandra, so, like, not playing out things immediately is okay. So that's something we'd rather do here. So I feel like they're signaling a counterspell here, because they just don't have anything, but we're going to go for... Actually, we're not going to go for it. We're gonna let them build their cards. Maybe they have nope, they're not doing anything. Okay. Really, we're not gonna commit to the board if they're not gonna commit to the board. We'll put out a Brash Taunter now. Oh, maybe they don't have anything. Maybe they're just wanting us to commit to the board so they can blow things up. I don't know. Gotta love the Brash Taunter hover. Like, what? What does that do? So, we'll see. We have the, like, the one-shot kill if we were able to... So... It doesn't stop triggered abilities, though. That's important. Doesn't stop triggered abilities. This will see if there is a counterspell in hand. There is a counterspell in hand. That's fine. Get it out of the way. That's why we didn't just go straight for the Fiery Emancipation. Alright, so we can try it again next turn. Let's see what happens. A lot of white mana for our opponent. Don't have it. Now, theoretically, we have all the damage we need to the face right now. So, if they have any sort of instant speed stuff, we will happily just shoot them in the face and see how it goes. We'll let them do something first so that we can respond in kind. Although, realistically, we just need 2 of these shocks to resolve while that's on the stack. Or while that's here. We also could have actually Brash Tauntered. Guess we probably should have done that, just because that would have been more fun. Because it would have done... we should have done that. It would have been more efficient. So it would have tripled, so it would have been 6 to that, and then 18 to the face. Well, sometimes you misplay and it still works out. Alright. That was with the games. We ended up going 5-3 in the standard challenge, so not too shabby. Let's go and grab our rewards, and then let's take a peek at the deck again. So, 5-3. We lost against Mono Black, we lost against Mill, and then we lost against something else. I think it was just Rakdos Midrange? That, oh no, Mono Green we also got slammed pretty hard by, that's right. But overall, I think this deck can work well. That loss against Rakdos Midrange, we mulled to 5. I'm not really upset with losing a game where we mulled to 5 and our opponent managed to do the things that they did. That Liliana was really tearing us apart. We were stumbling a little bit on mana that game, so I'm not going to worry about that. Green, it's a bad matchup. Once they get the Great Henge on board and everything comes in bigger and they're drawing extra cards, they just flood us out. They're like, I almost think that's like almost no contest unless you can get your Brash Taunter, Fiery Emancipation combo online. Outside of that, I think it was pretty strong. I mean, we navigated a control match, which was kind of super weird, but overall, it was a pretty fun deck to play. I actually really enjoyed this. I think I might even try to make a go on the ladder with it, but hey, going 5-3 in a standard challenge or a standard event isn't that bad for a Jank Tank deck, and I think that this one's going to be one of the better Jank Tanks that we play. I'm sure there's some fine-tuning we could do here. But I do really enjoy it. I had a lot of fun. Maybe we have to add one more land because we are playing some bigger cards that might make things a little bit better. We have a little bit of flood protection because of Chandra being able to discard cards. So, I mean, that's not really flood protection, but we also have flood protection and Royal Eruption. So if we draw a bunch, activated ability on Brash Taunter again. So there's some things that we can do to mitigate flood. So probably adding one, maybe two more mountains would be probably ideal. But overall, I really enjoyed this deck. I definitely recommend playing it. It is a little mythic heavy, or expensive in general. I guess Spikefield, Hazard Shock, and Royal Eruption, Flame Spill, Slaying Fire are the only non-rares, or mythics. 6 mythics and a whole bunch of rares, so not the cheapest, but hey, all mountains all the time. So that's pretty cheap and easy. So that'll do it for this episode of Jank Tank. I hope you really enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed this. And thank you very much for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Cheers.